Yadullahi ala al-Jama'ah, the hand of Allah Almighty over the Jama'ah. And so this Jama'ah of Mawlana, this crowd of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, of Grandshaykhs, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq to Rasulullah, one crowd. And so anyone splitting an exit in the way, making himself to be the shepherd for this crowd, is making them to lose the way. And for this you see in many places during the 1,500 years, they lost the secret how it goes of the Naqshbandi Aliyyah way. Because most of the people, the majority, they were cheated. While only for few whom they followed the will of the Shaykh, they were in the right way. And for this now to know, so that we will not be missing how the secret going, we must know that the will of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, or Grandshaykhs, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, that the secret of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim coming to his elder son Shaykh Muhammad Adil. He is the successor, and secret with him. And everyone other, even is a big khalif, successor, deputy, whatever you want to give him a name, all of them, they were dressed by Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, a secret, like Sahaba. Everyone has a Sahaba. But in between all of them, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq was the successor of Rasulullah. And the same between all these deputies. I am a deputy, Shaykh Jawaluddin is a deputy, my brother is a deputy, everyone is deputy. But the one who has the secret, only Shaykh Muhammad Adil, of his father. You see? But they are still deputies. I'm not saying that they are bad people. No, they are very good people. But you must know that you must follow the real who have the secret going. To keep the line, you must follow Shaykh Muhammad Adil. To renew the bay'ah. Already we did bay'ah with Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, but only accepting the will and obeying to follow Shaykh Muhammad Adil and renewing the bay'ah with him as the one continuing the line of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. You see? For this and continuing the line of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim mean continuing the line of Grandshaykhs, all Grandshaykhs, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq. Not only Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, because Mawlana Shaykh Nazim is the one of the most important Grandshaykhs in the 40 Grandshaykhs of Naqshbandi way. So to know the secret how it is going on. For this I am, they say I'm jealous from my brother. No, I'm not jealous. I love him. He's my brother. I'm not fighting him. But I am saying that the real teaching to obey the will of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, to follow the one whom Mawlana addressed him the secret. Who is the one Mawlana, before he passed away 2 years, and he brought all of us, me and Shaykh Hisham, and all of us, we put our hand to Shaykh Muhammad. Mawlana put his hand and he say, I am appointing my elder son to be my successor, and the secret with him. And we all obey. Now why we are going to be carving, not obeying? No, cannot be. Then we lose our akhirah. We are searching for akhirah, not for dunya. Mawlana appointed him. And he is a good, humble, polite one. And Mawlana appointed him to teach humbleness to people, politeness, not to teach them anything else than to be polite and humble and loving each other, that Allah will love them. Because already most of the Maurice full with enmity and hatred to each other before, and all against each other in every part of the world. Now Allah sent a good successor that he like to be uniting all of them, to be all humble, to love each other, to be good with each other, teaching them this. And for this he say yesterday, I am not a good speaker, but I am a one that the secret coming to me, because the Naqshbandi Aliyyah, Tariqah, the Naqshbandi way has only one Shaykh. You cannot have hundreds of Shaykh for it. One Shaykh. Who is the Shaykh now? Shaykh Muhammad. He is crowned and blessed to this maqam, not only by Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, by Grandshaykhs, Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah Dawstani, by Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, all Grandshaykhs, Sayyidina, by Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is the will of Allah. Some they say, but Grandshaykh and Mawlana Shaykh Nazim in their life, they told us we are successors, we are khalif. Yeah, it's okay. But at the last moment, what the will of Allah might be coming, Mawlana announced it. And he left. And he gave this trust to whom? This aman, to Shaykh Muhammad Adil. So we must follow, we must obey. We must not be like shaitan when Allah saying, make sujood to Adam, to all malaika. Satan was one of the boss of the malaika, the peacock of the malaika, the most higher rank of the malaika, but he is from type of jinn. Yani his light from the flame of fire. And so he refused. He said, I'm better than him. I will not make sujood for him, only for you, Allah Almighty. What Allah did for him? He was happy from him. Even he was saying, I will make only for you the sujood. Allah was not happy. He told them, you must obey my order. Even I am telling you, make sujood for me, but take him as a Kaaba, as a Qibla. Face him and make sujood to me. And so the one who wants Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, Grandshaykhs, Rasulullah Sallallahu to reach Allah Almighty must take Shaykh Muhammad to be the Qibla for him, to reach. Otherwise, you will be under the curse. What mean of the curse? They are not going to curse you, but you will miss the way. Then you will not reaching anything, you will facing a wall, a mirage, nothing. Finished. You are finished. You finished yourself by yourself. And so anyone related to you also will be finished, because he is going to be missing the way. Blindly he is following. You cannot be blindly following. There was a big Grand Shaykh in our golden chain. Mawlana used to always say this story. He guided 100,000 of his murids without talking, by his eyes, only by two words he used to tell them. He reached them to all their high ranks and maqam. He used to tell them, be like a rabbit. Only this was his sahbah. Be like a rabbit. The rabbit, when he saw carrots or anything, quickly he will come to eat. But he has very sharp ears. When he listens something not going to harm him, quickly he will run away. No one can be faster than him. And he said like this, be like rabbit. Whenever shaitan want to whisper and bring you thoughts and make you to be in bad, missing the way, run away from shaitan. Don't listen to him and obey. Search for this carrot. Search for something which give you vitamins and benefit. Where this only given to Shaykh Muhammad to be given, and also Shaykh Muhammad, who is also giving this permission from him now to talk or to make sahbah or to be leading zikr, and like this also he will have this power. For this all the deputies, and I told them they must renew what Mawlana read them, that also to ask Shaykh Muhammad, if you, I was the first, I told them, I didn't ask you, Shaykh Muhammad, if you want to stop me to be sitting in the house, I will stop, or you want me to continue, then continue, he said. And the same, everyone asking him, if you don't renew with him, you are missing the way. Because he is completing the way of Mawlana, and in his hand to perfect and complete the one. Not in other hands. So even the biggest type of senior deputies or senior ones in time of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, they now in need to the most weakest and humble one in between them, who is Shaykh Muhammad. And Allah, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he said, praise to Allah Almighty, whom he put his secret in the weakest. Secret of Allah Almighty was put always in the weakest. And for this, the kuffar of Quraysh, what they said, Allah saying in the Holy Quran, why Allah choosing Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Sayyidina Muhammad, to be prophet? Why he didn't choose one of these two big, great, famous one in the tribe? Allah told them, not according as you like. I create my beloved Muhammad to thee, to be even the weakest between you, but to be his heart, the diamond, the godly station of Allah Almighty. I created them. Even Sayyidina Musa, when Allah addressed him, the prophecy, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim was telling us this story, he refused to say, I cannot do it, O Allah Almighty. Give it to my brother Harun. He much more can talk and convince people. He told him, but Ya Musa, I didn't create anyone his heart like your heart. You can only the one to carry children of Israel. I created. For this you will be taking this prophecy, but for your sake I am going to appoint your brother a prophet to help you. And so this is programmed by Allah Almighty, created by Allah Almighty, will of Allah Almighty. No one can interfere. And so we are not going to change names so that to say no more we want to follow Shaykh Muhammad, we are Nazimiyah. We follow the one who is Shaykh of Nazimiyah. Then Allah would say, curse on you. Go, you are a loser, go to hell. What I care for you? Allah care for anyone? Since time of Sayyidina Shah Naqshbandi, was the name of it what? What? Naqshbandi Aliyyah. Say it, don't feel scared.
Naqshbandi Aliyyah.
What's the meaning of Naqshbandi Aliyyah? How much I tell this story and say that in the Persian language, Naqsh mean engraving, Band mean body, badan. Allah Almighty promising, and Rasulullah to Sayyidina Shah Naqshbandi, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, that anyone follow your line. All doors open for him, but all doors closed for him to run away. But never will pass away except it will be engraved on his heart the greatest name of Allah Almighty by light. It will be engraved on his body the name of Allah Almighty, Al-Ali, the greatest name of Allah. For this he called it Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah, Aliyyah, the name of Allah Almighty, wa huwa Al-Aliyyu Al-Azim. For this it is Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah. And no one can change the name. You can, anyone can change the name of the Holy Quran. Anyone can change the name of Islam. Anyone can change the name of Rasulullah. Anyone can change the name of Khalif of Rasulullah. Anyone can change the name of Mazhab. For Mazhab, anyone can change. Look what happened when these Wahhabi people, they changed the name of for Mazhab to be Wahhabi Mazhab. What happened? A big splitting in the Muslim world. And they are spending all the money of the oil to make this Mazhab to be going on, to buy the ulama people to follow them. But really is a Mazhab? No. It is misway, wrong way. And everyone following it is going to hell. Because the main important thing in this Mazhab is to, your God whom? Muhammad Abdul Wahab. Your Prophet whom? Muhammad Abdul Wahab. You must worship him. And the same in Nazimiyya. Who is your God? My brother. Whom to worship? My brother. Whom to follow? My brother. Whom to make zikr? My brother. Like, why Shaykh Muhammad saying no? You must be make zikrullah. Salat wa salam on Rasulullah. Worship Allah Almighty. This is the Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah. I am very shy to make sahba in front of him, but I ask permission. He say, okay, speak. Only I am like Shaykh Wadi say coffee talk. I am speaking only like this, not a real sahba, but a sahba to take off the. Everyone is confused now. Some of them they say Shaykh Muhammad Adil is the Shaykh for both way, Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah and Nazimiyya, all the same Rabbaniyya. Sometimes they say Rabbaniyya, Muslim Rabbani, sometimes Nazimiyya. Sometimes Naqshbandiyya Nazimiyya, sometimes Naqshbandiyya Nazimiyya Aliyyah, sometimes Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah. The same one, different stories if you see in the Facebook. So Allah Almighty, Mawlana say, and Shaykh Muhammad know better than me in this, that Allah create for us 2 feet. 2 feet can make you to walk in one road, in one way. You can walk in several ways. Either in Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah or Nazimiyya or Rabbaniyya or Haqqaniyya or Qadiriyya or Rifa'iyya. You can follow one way. But which is the right way in between all this way? Not the Qadiriyya right way, but the other. Which is the right way? Which make you to be Rabbani? Is not Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah, the Shaykh of the Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah make you Rabbani? The Nazimiyya cannot make you Rabbani. And Mawlana, I was 68 years I am old, and this Grandshaykhs, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and Shaykh Mehmet, no, he was like my elder, younger brother to me, and we brought together with Grandshaykhs, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, he used to say, the title as Grandshaykh was given a title from Rasulullah. His name Abdullah Daghestani. Rasulullah gave him a title Al-Faiz, and then he was known as Shaykh Abdullah Al-Faiz Al-Daghestani. Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, he said, Allah giving me the title Al-Haqqani, that the truth one. Not the name of the Naqshbandiyya, the way of the Naqshbandiyya to be Haqqaniyya. This title for Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. And the same Shaykh Muhammad Adil, Allah and Rasulullah will give him a title for himself. But not for the Naqshbandi Aliyyah to be changed the name of it. Name is name. Quran is Quran. Islam is Islam. Shafi'i mazhab, Shafi'i mazhab. Hanafi mazhab, Hanafi mazhab. Hanbali mazhab, Hanbali mazhab. Maliki mazhab, Maliki. You can change the name? No. A big reformer, Sayyidina Imam al-Awza'i, called in the mazhab of Sayyidina Imam al-Shafi'i, who was very well performing and doing the laws of it, but he didn't put his name on it. He kept it Shafi'i mazhab. And he was then the one completing and perfecting all the how to follow the mazhab, but he didn't put his name. He keep it Shafi'i mazhab. And Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, how much he built up the Naqshbandiya way all over the world and converting all people to Islam. Don't look for Muslim people. Look for the non-Muslim who converted, and he didn't change the name. Keep it Naqshbandiya Aliyyah. He can't change the name if he like, but how he will change something not ordered by Allah Almighty and Rasulullah? Cannot be. So how anyone dare to change like this a name of something related to Allah Almighty and Rasulullah? And Allah Almighty saying, I descend the zikr and I am protecting the zikr. Yani he descend Islam and all what coming from Islam, and I am protecting it. Allah Almighty. So no one to change. So I am not jealous or fighting my brother, and no, but I am correcting the beliefs and the teaching which are spreaded to be misteaching, wrong way, to bring them back to the right way. If anyone accepts, most welcome. If they don't accept, free will, everyone, he has his own will to accept as he like. I am not interfering. But this way, Naqshbandiya Aliyyah, by the guidance of Shaykh Muhammad Azim, reach you to Allah Almighty, to Rasulullah, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, and to all awliya, and I am following him. I am the first following him. Even I was with Grandshaykhs making bay'ah with Mawlana Shaykh Nazim making bay'ah, and also I am the one first obeying and following him. It's not like this. And then the one who is not following, not accepting, changing the name, okay, he has free will, change, but you will be a loser. And all the people behind you, they are going to be a loser. And plenty now, they are cursing me, insulting me through the Facebook and all the internet. I don't care. Is not my, what you say, damir, conscious, peaceful? Alhamdulillah, I don't care. Allah is happy, Rasulullah happy. Even I saw Mawlana Shaykh Nazim in the dream. He told me, I am very happy from you because you are standing with my sons and supporting them, and you are following. Wallah, like this twice. Now I am seeing Mawlana Shaykh Nazim like this in the dream. Awliya seeing they are not a dead ones. Rasulullah is not a dead one. Seeing whom they are really sincere and following, whom they are changing. So the one changing, he is going to be suffering in this life. Grave is going to suffer, and in Akhirah is going to suffer. While the one who is obeying, like the Malaika, all they obey Allah Almighty, and they were now so high ranks. Sayyidina Jibreel, Sayyidina Mikael, Sayyidina Israfil, Sayyidina Azrael, all Malaika, Sayyidina Radwan. While Azazil, his name Azazil, what happened to him? Because he disobeyed, he was Satan. He was cursed by Allah Almighty, and Allah cursed him and all his worshipping and make him totally bankrupt, and to make him not anymore to be look like his maqam as Azazil, full with jewels, lights from Allah Almighty. He is like now an animal, like a monkey. Allah changing him also, but giving him power to enter even in the vein of everyone, to whisper, to make thoughts, so that to make everyone to miss the way of Allah Almighty and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Awliya. And he's playing now with the people, but never till now he is the first to worship Allah Almighty, as Allah saying in the Holy Quran. He will come, he say, why I invite you, why you accept my invitation, why you are not accepting the invitation of Allah Almighty? Allah saying, inviting everyone. Wallahu yad'u ila dar salam. Allah saying, I am inviting everyone to dar salam, to the his divinely presence through Rasulullah and all his successor and awliya, nowadays Muhammad Ali. Why you didn't accept the invitation of Allah Almighty? You accept my invitation. I am I am taking my hand from you. I am nothing to do with you. I am so scared from Allah Almighty. I am the first one. إِنِّي أَخَافُ اللَّهَ رَبَّ الْعَالَمِينَ. I am the first one to be scaring and frightened from Allah Almighty. But what Allah saying? Both of them, the one who accepts the invitation and the shaitan is going to be forever in hell, in Jahannam. وَكَانَ عَاقِبَتَهُمَا أَنَّهُمَا فِي النَّارِ خَالِدَيْنِ فِيهِ. They will be forever in. Allah says, this ayat not from my pocket. They're from Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, from the Holy Quran, from Shaykh Muhammad Adil, from his teaching. But the one who is refusing what I can do for him. And now what they are doing all over the world, they are capturing every zawiyah, occupying it, kicking out the people from it, and put a big banner on it, Nazimiyya Naqshbandi Center. Finishing Naqshbandi Ali. Why? So that no one to follow Shaykh Muhammad. No one to follow the will of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. And there's plenty of crazy people whom not, for example, now Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is not a god. Sahaba, they are not a god. All Grandshaykhs, Mawlana Shaykh not a god, Shaykh Muhammad not a god, all of us are not a god. They are imam for us. They are guiding us. Rasulullah, the first imam, and all of them, they are imam. And we follow imam. When we pray, we follow imam. Is not? He will conduct the prayer. They will conduct our life to reach us to Allah Almighty. But we don't worship them. The other ones, they are not taking the one whom carved to be imam. They are taking him to be a god. They worship him. See in the internet how they make sujood to him whenever he, with all the bodyguards walking, all from both sides, especially in Indonesia, making sujood to him. Hundreds of people making sujood. You are crazy? Anyone make the sujood except to Allah Almighty? Can be. Tfaddal Khari Shaykh. Allah forgive you. And he is better than me, talk Shaykh Adnan, also Shaykh Muhammad. We can continue now. And for this only I am advising, nothing. I am not a sheikh. I am a dog on the door of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, a servant on the door of Shaykh Muhammad Shaykh, nothing. But I am advising what I learned from Grandshaykhs and Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. I am advising. Anyone accepting, most welcome. And anyone not accepting, free will. He has free will as he likes. But he is going to be a loser. He will miss the way.
La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah.
Don't take anyone created to be a god. Don't worship except Allah Almighty. Take everyone to be imam for you, to guide you. Shaykh Muhammad Adil, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, Grandshaykhs, all they are imam for us, guiding us, conducting our daily life to reach to Allah Almighty, not to be worshipped as the other doing, making sujood for them. This cannot be. Then they are crazy. They are worshipping. Why you are worshipping? Then they don't know what to name now, the Naqshbandi way. Sometimes they say Muslim Rabbani, sometimes Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah, sometimes Naqshbandiyya Nazimiyya Aliyyah, sometimes Naqshbandiyya Nazimiyya, sometimes like this, sometimes like that, and never accepting to say Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah. Why? If they say Naqshbandiyya Aliyyah, they are obliged to accept and to fulfill the will of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and to follow Shaykh Muhammad Adil. You are senior deputies, you are Khalif, we have papers, successors, sign, to be starting from the first. Why not? We will start from the first. Allah will upgrade them for the humbleness and be accepting the will of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. All malaika, they accept to make sujood to Adam, Allah upgrade them. Shaitan didn't accept, Allah curse him. Either to be under the curse or to be under the bless. What you choose? Choose Abdullah what you want. Because he is the leader of the center of the Nazimiyya. In Kuala Lumpur they open a center. He is leading the zikr.
Zikr for Naqshbandi. Let them do it.
لا شو let them do? No, not allowed. Only Naqshbandi, Aliyyah, one center, Kuala Lumpur, which Shaykh Ashman Center, and now Her Highness is continuing sponsoring the center and continue the line of it. They say woman, a weaving woman. The mother of Sayyidina Isa Alayhi Sallam was not a woman. Hawa شو بدنا فيها. The mother of Sayyidina Musa Alayhi Sallam.
If there is no Hawa, we are not doing
No, this I want to tell you something important, that they were prophet. Because everyone Allah descend revelation on them will be prophet.
Sayyidatuna Fatima,
Also,
if she is not, no Ahlul Bayt.
no Ahlul Bayt. And Allah Almighty, what is saying in the Holy Quran? وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَىٰ أُمِّ مُوسَى وَأَوْحَيْنَا. When he say أَوْحَيْنَا means sending revelation, man is a prophet. But cannot be conducting prayer for man, but he will be prophet for all between the prophets. As there is man Sahaba, there is woman Sahawiya. As there is also man prophet, there is woman prophet. The mother of Sayyidina Isa also, Allah say, sending Jibreel all together to her. Is not wahid. And like this, you have plenty of women whom Allah dread. Rabi'atul Adawiyya, Sayyidina Imam al-Shafi'i, we are all following, all these countries following Mazhab of Imam al-Shafi'i. Who was his teacher in Sharia? Most of his laws was taken from Sayyidatuna Nafisatul Tahira, Ahlul Bayt, granddaughter of Rasulullah. She was the teacher of him. Even his spiritual teacher was Sayyidina Shayban al-Ra'i, but the teacher who was giving him also spiritually and physically for his mother was a woman, Sayyidina Nafisa al-Tahira. And when he passed away, his books, all the kafan, changed the way. Instead to go to cemetery, he went to be under the balcony and the house of Sayyidina Nafisa al-Tahira to pray on him. She was conducting the prayer on Sayyidina Imam al-Shafi'i. Sayyidina Nafisa al-Tahira was a woman. If Allah is choosing a woman, Rabi'at al-Adawiyya was not the Qutb and Sultan of Awliya in her time. Haji Anna, their mother, the wife of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, he said clearly and Grandshaykhs, Mawlana Shaykh Adnan, that Haji Anna or Haji Muhammad, she was the Sultan of all ladies, women, Awliya. She is the head of 40. There is a chain of 40 women awliya and the diwan of Rasulullah. Their mother was the sultan of them. And then this maqam, after she passed away, was given to his to their the sister Hajar Ruqiyya, was dressed by Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, by Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And she is now in this maqam. And Mawlana, he told, don't call her Hajar Ruqiyya anymore, Sultan Ruqiyya. Sultan Waqi. Like this, not but I am making now bad adab in front of my sheikhs. I am talking 1 hour talking.
I think we have to go.
And for this, the one must know that, well, not to be misguided. To be not misguiding, accept the will of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and continue if you want to be in the way of Allah Almighty. Now, some people, they want to be only in the way of Sharia. Also, they can. They will be struggling and progressing in Sharia. Most welcome. Allah saying for Sharia, you have 8 paradises. But for Awliya way, Siddiqi way, which coming from Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq, Naqshbandi, Aliyyah, you have no 8 paradises. You will be a neighbor to Allah Almighty and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is the difference. If you want like this, you have. If you want like this, you have. Who is the Shaykh? The Naqshbandi Aliyah, where she has only every period of time one Shaykh. Only one. Who is nowadays the Shaykh? Shaykh Muhammad Ali. Rasulullah, all Grandshaykhs, Mawlana addressed it to him. I cannot come and say, I am also. No, I am not. No one can dare to say something which Mawlana Shaykh Nazim didn't say. He was the Sultan. And the Sultan, when he dressed someone, finished. He will be the Sultan. You cannot change. I cannot give you a title or give me a title. There was a story, one general every day counting his soldier Then they used to be 11. He was Ombashi, yani 10 people under him. He counted them, they were 9. Where is the 10th? No more 10th. Was standing beside him. Was also officer. My son, how you are officer? You are a soldier. He said, yeah, I went to the market, I bought 1 star, I put it. I am officer now. His father was telling me this story. He told me, no, my son, not like this. Must come from the Minister of Defense, from the station, from General Commander. Then come to me, then I will put you the star. No one can go to market, buy a star and put it, and the officer, go to the line. Stand on the line. So better to stand on the line, not to be kicked out from the line. Like shaitan. So everyone who wants to be like shaitan also is okay, has free will. Be shaitan, why not? You will be happy because the way of shaitan, the way of Jahannam, well decorated. All sexual desires, every 9 things in it. You can be with all the Hollywood actors. Very nice. But the way of Jannah, full with thorns, you see, thorns, they say thorns, full with thorns. It will punch you, but lead you to Jannah, to paradises, to ladies of Jannah.
That's why I'm so skinny, Sheikh.
For this I am fat. So this only advice, I am one of the murids of all of you to Shaykh Muhammad Adil. I am not a Shaykh, they are the Shaykh, and Shaykh Muhammad Adil and his brother Shaykh Bahaddin, his assistant. I am only talking because we are family, and he said me, okay, talk, make them to be happy. He is busy with his practicing. I talk until Shaykh Bahaddin. Now, when Shaykh Bahaddin will come, no need for anyone to talk. He will be, mashallah, like encyclopedia. Broadcasting.
Not like you, Sheikh.
No.
Nobody can be like you, mashallah. Nobody.
I am servant.
We are servants.
They are why he is with them. Really, I am with Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, his Grandshaykhs. Is not they represent and they are successor of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. I am with him. Is not Mawlana Shaykh Nazim was successor and represent Grandshaykh. I am with him. All these Grandshaykh is not they were the successor of Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq and Sayyidina Ali. Yes. If not, they are, is not Siddiq and Ali the successor. Shaykh Zainuddin turning from outside, yalla quickly you want to go. The successor of Rasulullah, and Rasulullah is the everything to Allah Almighty. All the whole Quran you will see Allah only addressing whom? Rasulullah. And they say only I am addressing you. You are the main one to me. And say I am witnessing that you are my beloved Muhammad. And they say in another surah called Surah Al-Munafiqeen, the hypocrite, Surah of hypocrite. وإذا جاءك المنافقون وقالوا نشهد إنك لرسول الله والله يشهد إنك لرسوله والله يشهد إن المنافقين لكاذبون. If the hypocrite come to you and say you are Rasul of Allah Almighty, and I am saying, witnessing, oh my beloved Muhammad, that you are my beloved sealed of Prophet and Rasul, but I am also witnessing that this hypocrite, they are liars. Don't depend on them, only making fun from you. So we don't want to make fun. We want to be really from his heart accepting and to be searching for his akhirah, not to lose himself and lose his akhirah, to exit from the main crowd and to be not under the hand of Allah Almighty, because Allah Almighty saying my hand over the crowd of over the Jama'ah, all Jama'ah whom they are meeting on love of Allah Almighty, Rasulullah, Ahlul Bayt, Awliya, they are under the hand of Allah Almighty. Anyone curving or running away, then you are not under the hand of Allah Almighty. And for this you see the shepherd, he has a cattle, too much behind him, goats, sheep, but also what he has, plenty of dogs. So any one of these sheep or goat want to miss the way, quickly the dog will come and bring them back. Otherwise the wolves will eat them. Shaitan like this, wolves. He is waiting anyone to miss the way, catch him, trap him. You are big, you are God. I will make all to worship you, follow me. And they follow him. and they worship him. After several years, he will die. What happened then?
يا لطيف.
يا لطيف. ومن الله التوفيق. آمين.
With your permission, Sheikh.
ما غير ما
Okay.
Naqshbandi,
Aliyyah.
Aliyyah, Naqshbandi,
Aliyyah.
Naqshbandi,
Who is the Shaykh? Shaykh Muhammad.
Shaykh Mehmet,
Who is the Shaykh?
Shaykh Mehmet.
Allah bless all of you, inshallah. Bless him, inshallah. شكرا شيخ. استغفر الله. وجهي فرض علي مولانا شيخ ناظم. الشيخ عن كثير بنت تصل الامر المفروض عند الان.
آمنا وصدقنا.
يا الله لا اله